Hello and welcome. I have a special video for you today. This is sort of a freaky video. It is a scary video. We are talking about Frankenbags, and specifically in my case, Chanel Frankenbags. What is a Frankenbag? I will tell you in just a second. First, I want to let you know that this is a collab video. I am doing this video in conjunction with Autumn Beckman, Bobster92, and YotaStyle. Each will be offering their own take on Frankenbags. I want to especially thank Autumn Beckman. This was her idea. She collected a few Frankenbags and then sort of gave us each a few and we ran with it. Thank you so much to Autumn. If you don't know Autumn Beckman, she's not only a YouTuber, she's a school teacher. She teaches art and she teaches photography. She's very good at both of those. And her channel is about collecting luxury on a budget. She also has an African gray and some pups that sometimes appear in her videos. Bobster92 is someone you might have seen on this channel. He and I have done some videos together before. We met when I visited Tyson's Corner not very long ago. He also has a great channel. He has a good collection of bags. He's funny. He just has an interesting video and editing style. I like him a lot. One thing about him is he really knows bags. You can ask him, you can go, do you remember like 8 years ago when there was the so-and-so, and he'll come up with the name of the bag. He's sort of a walking encyclopedia of luxury bags. And then there's YotaStyle. Yota is also a lot of fun. She has a beautiful handbag collection, which she shares from her closet. She also is an artist. She does beautiful art that she talks about sometimes. I always enjoy it when she does that. Plus, she has a very southern accent that is so much fun to listen to. I recommend all three channels. If you're not familiar with any of those people, please do check them out. And when you're through watching this video, watch theirs. They will be doing their take on Frankenbags. I will link all of them below. So who is Frankenstein? Sometimes we think Frankenstein is this monster. Frankenstein isn't the monster. Frankenstein is a character in a book written by Mary Shelley. And Mary Shelley wrote this book when she was only 18 years old. She was just a teenager when she wrote this book and is really credited with starting the whole genre of sci-fi. Before then there was fantasy, but not really science fiction. And Victor Frankenstein was her doctor character. And he decides to stitch together cadavers, dead people who really should never have been stitched together, and create a new being. This being is not particularly attractive and is also terrifying. He refers to it as a monster and he regrets ever having done it. So Frankenbags are something similar. It is when bags are stitched together with other bags, or bags are stitched together with things that never should have come together, and it creates a monster, or at least a monster in some people's eyes. I'm focusing on Chanel, but I do want you to know that Chanel is not cornering the luxury market of Frankenbags. Lots of design houses have been guilty of creating Frankenbags. True confession, I do own a Chanel Frankenbag that I happen to like. I will put the video to that one right here in case you want to check that out. We think of Chanel as being a reserved and elegant brand, but they do take risks. They go out there. Sometimes things go a little sideways. Chanel is often guilty of thinking, you know, if one bag is good, two bags must be better. They might decide to stick a classic flap right onto a camera bag. Yep, this is really just one bag. Or they might think to themselves, which is going to sell better this season, classic flaps or kiss lock frames? Why even try to decide? I know, let's just take whatever didn't sell last season. O cases, classic flaps, whatever we got, let's just throw that onto a cinch bag and call it a day. Something for everyone. Occasionally, somebody remembers their design school training and says, wait a minute, elements. We have a lot of design elements. We don't need to use the whole bag. Let's just take last year's bags and dismember them. Let's use them for parts. Surely we can call that art. Yeah, that's the ticket. Rip off the back of that old reissue and stick it onto the front of a shoulder bag. Not perfectly, kind of smash it on there. Oh, wait, the back. Yeah, we have a Mona Lisa pocket. It's not quite to scale, doesn't matter. Throw it on there, just put it anywhere. Whatever else you got, throw it on the back of that bag. It'll look like one bag sort of tried to absorb the other. It's kind of a mutant vibe. Oh, it's gonna be so elegant from all angles. You have a leftover fur coat? Let's give it a beard. Beards are in, very hipster. We are so relevant. I know Chanel's been designing bags for a long time, and it can start feeling like things are getting repetitive and they just want to kind of go out there. Every once in a while, there's a phrase that they should say to themselves. And that phrase is, let's stop and think. Maybe a hanger should just be a hanger. Maybe combining with a belt or a necklace is okay, but not both. Or even, maybe we should stop at black because, you know, white is giving me school crossing guard. Maybe stitching together a Chanel bag and a shopping basket should never happen. Does anybody really want to spend over $12,000 on a bag that says, look natural, I'm going to try to dash out of here without paying? Then again, where else would you put your Chanel Frankenstein with a milk carton? Just stop the madness and order something to go. Sometimes, let's stop and think, may even turn into make it stop. A satin, tulle, lace, camellia conglomeration does not look cohesive even if it's all black. And then there's this bag. Don't get me wrong, I have nothing against a crack. I've been sitting on one my whole life, but there is a time and a place. This isn't it. Looks like somebody accidentally sawed that bag in half and then tried to put it back together thinking we would never notice. I'm not trying to stamp out creativity. I love a Muppet, but try to marry it with a Chanel bag and, well, you just end up with a bag that looks like it missed too many wax appointments. And the Paris-Texas combo approach doesn't even look like a saddle bag. It just looks like an unhappy Frankenstein wolf. Those eyes, stop looking at us like that. We didn't do this to you. And sometimes Chanel plays with toys too literally. Here we have this hula hoop bag. You might be thinking, oh, that's kind of cute. It's tiny. It looks like a hula hoop, but not exactly. Yeah, they went there. Straight off the hook in the garage, just to the left of the big wheel, kind of went there. Victor Frankenstein himself would have been proud. All of this goes to prove that Chanel is the master of the Frankenbag. I'm Jill Maurer. I'm a fine jewelry designer, and I love to take the mystique and the intimidation out of buying jewelry. I also love to talk design. If these things appeal to you, please subscribe. I would love to see you here again. And please do remember to check out the videos of Bobster92, Autumn Beckman, and YotaStyle. Until next time.